It doesn't have nothing nowhere does it say. Do I see where it tells you where to put it? So I guess you just
put it underneath the armpits.
Yeah. Because if you look at over here where they got it showing that it has the ruffle.
Yeah.
It's right underneath. It's right at the bottom of the armpits.
Alright, then that's where I'll put it at.
That's where it looks like it's showing. I don't see nowhere where showing where the, you know, actually put it. That right here is as close as I can see.
Yeah.
And right here it's showing, here it is, 19. With right sides together, pin upper edge to up front, to lower edge of yoke front over ruffle for views A, B, and C, matching notches and small dots, pulling up gammon stitches to fit.
Alright, you're going to have to show me what you're talking about there. Uh-huh.
See? So it looks like they have pinned it underneath the backside and then flipped it over to sew it.
Yeah, but if you look, right here you got, right here is the ruffle from here to here, not all the way at her neck.
No, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
They have,
so on this, the front, alright, on the front, let's see if I can't put this here. Alright, on the front, the ruffle, that's the ruffle.
it looks like they have pinned it like that and then flipped it over.
Okay, then it would be, let's see, on the medium. Which one's the medium?
I gotta get down here. Oh, here she comes.
Alright, this is the medium, right here.
To sew the...
So I sew it from here across, right?
That's what it looks like to me. But you, I guess you'll have to have it like that.
Well, you know what I mean.
Yeah, that's what it looks like to me.
Alrighty then, from underneath the armpit over. Alrighty then.
That's what we're going to say, and I guess you'll just have to, hopefully, if it don't look...
Hopefully it'll turn, that's why I don't use these.
Right.
I look at it, but the thing of it is it does not have
Right, I'm in here first, you starting to get in.
the very top part right here. So, I just don't know.
I'm sorry, I had to come back in here first.
I know it, you gotta be with her.
Well, she started getting into stuff over here next in my chair.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Alright.
in here.
We will see what we can do about playing with this in a minute. Alrighty. I put a pin right here, halfway through it. I started putting this down, and on this side I'm going that way, and on this side I'm going to go this way. Now I don't think it's going to take all of this to do it. And I also went down a 1/2 inch and I put a mark so that I can put it where it needs to go. Alright, so on this, I am taking it every 2 inches and I'm turning it. I was doing it better than this, I'm telling you I was. But no, the camera, I have the camera and it is not going to work for me. Alright. I hope it works out so that, two. And it's kind of rounded at the top, which makes it kind of hard to play with. Alright. I picked it up finally. Alright. Okay, we're going to quit right here. I am going to line this up this way. And I'm going to mark it right here. Let's see, yeah. Mark it right there. And I want to go out just a little bit so I can hem it. So I need to cut some of this off. So that, oh cruddy trap, I forgot to put my, turn my iron on and let it get hot. Alright, I am going to let my iron get hot, and I'm going to sew this down to make it look like this side. Alright, we have this done. So I am going to go from this line to this line, and I'm going to mark it. You're not going to be able to see it because of the, because it's so light. Alright, now, the way we want to do it is we want to line it up so we can turn it over. So, let's see what we can do about pinning this down. I don't care if this is underneath the arm and going to be sewed down over here. That does not bother me a bit. However, I do want to start putting some pins in it.
I told Andrew I was never going back out of the woods again. It has scared me so bad. He told me the only way to get over your fears is to understand they are there, and that we have to share their land with them. I would tell you without a doubt, it took me some time to feel okay with going back out into the backcountry again. I know they are there now after what Andrew and I have experienced, but it has changed us both. Thank you, Steve, for all you do. Melissa and Andrew. I've attached the picture I took from my iPhone, the original, and zoomed into the original. Melissa McKenzie. Sorry, the horses are staring off into the timber. It's a natural reaction to skill after years of guiding. Every time you see all the horses standing staring, you automatically look too. You're part of the herd. Probably a deer in there. But anyway, Melissa, I'm sure if you've sifted through a bunch of these videos on this YouTube channel, you know now you're not alone. And so many people who have been lifelong outdoors people or owned the same tract of land for those 2 to 3 generations or whatever, never seen a thing, never heard a thing, never believed it, thought people were nuts, and all of a sudden, boom, there's one standing there looking at them.
We have this sewed down, even though I did go over my needles. I'm not going to worry about it because it was more difficult to do. Alright. Well, maybe this time. Alright, now, what I want to do is, I'm going to get that one out. I want to iron down this away.
And that, I think, possibly has a bigger impact on people who are absolutely familiar with where they are. We're absolutely familiar with going in the woods as you are, as I was at the time when I seen that thing the first time. And it is a bit much to handle and take in, isn't it? It's pretty bizarre, isn't it? And I'll guarantee you there's tens of thousands of people watching this video shaking their head up and down agreeing right now, going, you're damn right.
So now we have that sewed down. I think that is looking good. I can hack that. Now, let's see. We have the back here. Now, I had cut 2-inch squares. Yep, 2-inch squares to put on like under the arm and stuff like that. So it'll be a whole lot more easier than trying to sew these down. So now we're going to try to put the back on it and sew it down and all that good stuff. So let's see what we can do here about it and that one little piece. Come on, get in there. Alright. So, I don't need that. I'll put that back over here. Now we got the back here. And if you notice, we only got this little piece to sew down for the back. So what I'm thinking about getting is I'm going to turn it back around and I am going to cut that down because I really don't, well shoot, that's going to make it messed up on that side for the okay, see what I'm doing wrong. It's like, no. Alright. There. See what we could do here. Put that up and then that down. Alright, that right there is not, yeah, it will too. Yes, it will. I can make it work. Alright, this right here will go up according to looking at the hem. That will go up. So I am liking that. Alright. So what I'm going to do now then, since I figured that out, is I'll move that. And I'm going to line this up here. Like I told Jonathan, I said, it's giving me problems. But, however, I'm going to make it work. I will make it work. Alright, so now we have that little corner, and we're going to want to put it right here. So, let me find my thingamadoodler here. And I want to find where it will go. So, it will go from the, what is that? Okay, we got 21 and a half to 24. So we're at 21 and a half. Okay. 21. Gotta do it right. 21 and a half to, wait a minute, to 24. Okay. Okay. Oh, come on. Work with me, not against me. 21 to 24. Alright, 21 and a half to 24. So now that should give me my armpit. If this is the only cut I get out of that right there, ruler, hey, it's most definitely really worth it. Alright. So, now, we are going to line this up Ooh, that right there. I don't know, that's just not right. Try to look at it together again. Stay down. Yeah. See here, it needs to be just a little bit more to make it where it's even on this side. Alright. Make sure. I might have accidentally moved just that little bit, and it will make a difference on the arms. Alright, hopefully we got it right this time. So now, I think what I need to do is to put on the sleeves on it so I can make them right. So, I think what I'm going to do now is this is the front, and I'm going to iron it down. Alright. Now the back here, the neck part, is where I'm going to want this at. Cut down that, and then we're going to take and we're going to sew this all the way around, and then turn it over, iron it down, and sew it down. So here we go with this.
Right? But hopefully you do keep on going out there. Don't quit. And it's not their woods, it's our woods. There's no border on this planet. It's all of ours. We're all on the planet together. Okay? You never feel guilt for being in the forest anywhere, ever. This is your home, it's our home, it's their home. We're all here together. We just got to stop shooting each other on sight because we look scary. Right? Maybe, possibly. But go with your guts though, Melissa. If it doesn't feel right for you to go outside, don't go.
So now we have this right here sewed down, and it will go on the back of her neck. Alrighty, we'll be back. Let's see if we can't go ahead and put on our sleeves. Now if you look at them, this one is a little bit wider than this one. So we want to make sure it goes in the back. And if we look at the picture, it goes all the way on the outside of where the thing is. So we're going to put it out here. I'm going to leave an inch. Let me see what. I'm trying to figure out how I can lay this down and work with it better. Oh, I might be able to see that one better. Yeah. An inch on the outside, and I'm going to lay it down right on it. And now if you look at them, you got one that goes one way and one that goes the other. So I want to lay it down. Alright, let me get me a pin. Put a pin in it.
If something tells you that it's not right for you to go back in the forest, don't go. You listen to your stomach. If you're just feeling nervous like anybody else, like me too, whatever, suck it up, take baby steps, and listen to your gut instincts. Because don't forget, you guys came home that day, right? And I'm sure you've listened to these videos quite a bit. it's 100% for sure they outclass the living shit out of us. They want our ass, they're gonna take it and have at it. So, and that, you know what, that also goes for inside our homes too. I mentioned that a few months back. I remember thinking about it, thinking, man, you imagine if one of these things snapped, one of these beings was in a rural community, any community, and snapped and decided it wanted to go see how many human beings it could kill in one night. You imagine what that death toll would be? They'd go right through the wall of any house and start popping heads like pimples in seconds, house to house to house to house, one being. But they don't. All right, so take note of that, they don't. But there is other shit, there is other crazy, scary shit going on the planet, that's a fact. It doesn't necessarily include these beings, right? That's a whole other topic. Anyway, thanks for sending that in. I'm glad you made it out of there all right. And I am super, super glad if you keep going back out there too, right? Just don't go against your gut instincts. Ever. Alright, what do we got? One more. Gotta get my ass in gear. Hair-raising hunting walk is the title of this one. Hello, Steve. How are you, my friend? Good. We've never met yet, face to face. Though for a strange feeling I get every time I watch one of your videos, it's like I have known you for most of my life. Perhaps it's because we have much in common. We both hunt and fish and like the outdoors, and don't have use for people's bullshit when it comes our way. Awesome. I'm certainly with you on that. I'll comment on one particular video I watched regarding the hunter from Mexico you guided on the goat and sheep hunt. That was a lengthy comment, but if you have read it or not, it may express a little something of myself and a bit about my life experiences. No, I wouldn't have read it. Sorry, man. All in terms of what's non-life threatening by the actions we take and moving forward without pushing the panic button in a situation many, many miles back in the woods. We make the right decision without any thought of negative impact by using our common sense, judgment that, as hunters, deems us a very hardy group of highly skilled, knowledgeable people. We all have common stories, and yours was, as I say, was not much different than mine. Moving on to the story, I want to share with you and everyone else who has the pleasure, or not, but are fascinated, intrigued by the stories read through the emails you received. Here is a time when the hair on the back of my neck wasn't enough of a warning signal, but something that I experienced while on a hunt that had my 100% attention and curiosity as to what is out there. It was an early fall day on a mule deer hunt with a few hunting friends of mine. One of those who I mentioned in my comments on another of your videos, were up in a well-known area of BC, notorious to have many sightings and encounters to what is known as the Sasquatch. I've hunted in this area quite extensively in the early days of many trips into the outdoors and in pursuit of an animal to harvest for sustenance to fill my freezer. It was on a particular walk through a watershed, a walk up an overgrown logging road that took me through all aspects of a wooded forest that put every hair on my body up in the air. I had my 30-06 in hand and my shotgun over my shoulder with me, so I wasn't in any situation that called for a little extra firepower should I run out of ammo with, say, a bear or any other animals. Not that I'm a bad shot, just as safety backup. This particular logging road had caught my eye numerous times while traveling north up the main line of Harrison Lake. Oh, that neighborhood. The Morris Valley Road was a spur road that went west, northwest off the main line called Cartwell Creek Forest Service Road. There's a sign that marks the creek as you cross over it on the main line. It's on a slow bend in the road and almost has the real eerie feeling about it just driving by the turnoff.
I'm going to like it. Yes. Now, we have the front. We want to... I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to put buttons on here to put so that it would go better. We can work with the buttons better. Alright, I'm going to start down here at the bottom. And we are going to start pinning it. And we're going to sew the sides on. Alright, I'm going to cut this side off. I don't need it. And I wanted to make sure that if I left it out, that it would have a hem on it. So I hope it's working out. And like I said, I'm going to put some buttons on it. Ooh, yeah. Put some buttons on it. And I think that would look really good, having buttons. So that means I need to put some buttonholes on this. Oh no! So far, it is looking like the picture. Alright, now, the next thing I want to do is I want to play with the armpits. So, let's get them out here. And we're going to get this. And we're going to go up with it so we can turn it over as well. And I'm going to go ahead and sew them down, and then sew them down and iron them and sew them down again. Alrighty. I think I'm not going to put buttons on it. I think I'm just going to sew it down and make it look good in here. And I also need to put this on it. So I still have a mark, or I did have, right here it is, right here. And I'm going to put a pin there so I can start here and do my middle as I go, which is right here. I already got a seam there. Alright, so I'm going to take and we'll start with it. And this time, I think I'm going to go inward with it. Go inward. And put a pin. And on this side, I'm going to go outward with it. Put a pin. And then I'm going to sew it on this. It's already hemmed, so we ain't got to worry about that. Oh, and by the way, I am doing it, okay, where is it at? A 1/2 inch. Gotta find it. Right, here is the back of it. Now, I left too much over here and a little bit over here. I don't know how that happened, but that's what I done. Alright. Here's the front, and I did end up putting buttons on it, but I sewed it down and I put the buttons on it. I sewed it flat to it to where it would stay. So I think that turned out pretty good there. And then here's the bottom. I think it really turned out nice. I can't wait to try it on her and see if it works. Now we got the panties to go with it.